Hello, thank you for tuning in to No Race Like Home. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm Zane.
And we're here on this great, freezing Monday night in
Chilly.
Tejas.
Yeah, I thought the roads weren't even bad. Did you drive on
No, I went to the office. The roads weren't bad at all, but the freaking weather's awful. I am not a cold guy.
Yeah, I was up on a roof today, and it was nonstop wind. And I was sitting there, and the homeowner was watching me down at the bottom. I said, "Man, you can go inside. You don't have to watch me." And he was like, "Oh, okay, go." And he ran inside. I was like, "You don't have to, dude. I'm just freezing by myself."
Yeah. No, not a cold guy. It was a good weekend, though. My Packers knocked out Zane's Cowboys. We won't go too far into that. I know it's a tough subject.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so this brings in a different type of hurt with the Cowboys. Okay, and I explained it to Kaylee earlier on. If it would have been a close game, I would have been mad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have been mad they lost. Almost like, if someone would wreck my truck or do damage to my truck, like, key it or steal stuff from my truck, I would have just been mad. But with this one, it was a little bit deeper. It was almost like I got cheated on.
Well, you did.
And
I told you they were going to win the Super Bowl all year.
My own Micah.
He sucked.
Yeah, he was a no-show. But it was like I got cheated on. I wasn't mad. I was just heartbroken. How much time I invested into this season. How many plans I canceled for it to end in the first round.
By the Packers. It doesn't get any better.
Hey, I was high on love all year, so I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm done with that. We can move on.
Yeah. Go Packs, all I have to say. We'll see what we can do in San Francisco. Now, I have no hope, but I didn't have any hope against the Cowboys either.
So I'm not watching
football. I wonder who's winning the Eagles game right now. But, yeah, so it was a fun weekend for me, not so much for Zane. Funny story, though, Jet woke up this morning, and I guess while I was at work, kept telling Cambria that Daddy made him snow.
Yeah.
So on the way home from dinner, he said, "Daddy, where'd my snow go? Daddy, who took my snow?"
He took his snow away.
I said, "Poor kid. He doesn't understand that happens maybe once every 4 years in Texas."
We've been getting it every year now.
I thought today though was like real.
Yeah. So typically it freezes or it snows, then it melts, and then it ices.
Yeah.
It stayed cold enough to where it didn't turn into ice, where it stayed as snow.
Yeah.
I was driving 70 on the ground.
Yeah. The roads weren't bad. I don't know why school was shut down. All it does is make life harder for parents.
It's all right.
But yeah, today we are going to talk about 5 tips on managing time.
Okay. Yeah, no, one of the first ones that I have, tip number 1, is create a to-do list. Lots of times at work, and this is something that I've become a victim to as well. You get asked to do something, you say, okay, you'll do it. And if you don't do it right then at that moment, there's things that I forget to do with those tasks. So making sure to create a to-do list at the beginning of the morning, or if you want to go deeper out, beginning of the week, Sunday night, make a to-do list. And that's what I'm just now starting to have to do. Because one of the ones that we do, we have to do debrief every job that I go to.
Yeah, my technicians always forget.
And I have been pretty bad at it these past couple weeks. And so it's creating a to-do list and giving myself a set of time to make sure that I have time to do those. And that's what I would say would be a really good one, is when you create a to-do list, make sure to set a time or day around it to put aside.
Okay. Yeah, so when I do my to-do list, it's kind of less of a list, but my whole calendar is just dots everywhere, basically. And I prioritize based off color. For example, like if I have dinner, Cambria puts like a red, or if it's a doctor's appointment, it's a yellow. So it's all color coordinated. And red means I have to be there. Yellow means for your information. If you show up, show up. If not, you're good. And then based off that calendar, I drop it down to my notepad. And on the notepad is where I keep like my notes on what I need to do next, what this meeting's about, and I start like just gathering my thoughts.
Yeah, no, and that kind of moves on to our second tip to have is prior. I don't know why I'm getting mixed up with my words right now.
I want you to say it.
Prioritize your tasks. Sorry, guys. And that's something that I have to do. So I don't do colors. I have sections that I put them in.
Mm-hmm.
So with mine, I have 3 different sets of notes on my phone. And this is just for me, right? To me, the colors makes a lot more sense. But with mine, in my notes, I have 3 different sections for my tasks that I put. And I look at each one first. And so obviously, if I'm going to look at that one first, that's the one that needs to be worked on now. And then I get off that one. I close that tab, go to my next one. It's a little obsessive, but it works for me.
Yeah.
Right?
No, whatever works for you. Everybody has their own system. And as far as now you got me. as far as setting priorities, whatever system works. And as far as having a to-do list or your calendar or a journal or a planner if you're old school, I think the main key from point 1 and 2 is just write it down. Don't trust your memory as the day gets busy, especially as I've gotten more kids. I have to write down everything because I forget. I don't know if that's the thing that comes with dads because I never forgot anything. And now it's like my whole world is just chaos.
It's so funny because Kaylee gets on me all the time because she's like, I told you we had this. And I was like, well, I didn't see it. And she's like, it's on the calendar. I was like, well, I didn't see it. And it's funny how that can get mixed up in it because if you don't write it down and it's just there, you will forget it. Yeah. And if you're told, how many times has your wife told you something and the next day you ask the same question? And for an example for me, Kaylee, she has pretty much the same schedule every week. She teaches Monday through Friday. She's got coaching on, I think it's Mondays and Wednesdays. And I still ask her, hey, what do you have today? I know what she's got, but I forget when I'm busy. And so it's important to write those things down to where it's almost like when you write it down yourself, it's just ingrained into your brain. Mm-hmm. That's how it is for me.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's funny to say that. Cambria literally got onto me today at dinner because, or not onto me, but I told her, I didn't realize it was my sister's birthday today. It's like 11 o'clock, so I texted her at lunch. She goes, I literally told you that this morning when you woke up. I was like, what? I was like, you did not tell me that. So, yeah, active listening. YouTube video on our channel about it. I probably watch it myself sometimes.
So good.
But point 3, delegating tasks. What do you got on this one?
This is something that's really hard for me because I'm definitely someone that's a perfectionist when it comes to things that need to be done. Mm-hmm. So learning when you delegate tasks that things will be done in a different way, but as long as it has the same outcome, you're okay. It's almost like putting this drink down, this drink right here. If I say, hey, Justin, can you put this drink down?
Yeah, it has to be Zane's way.
Yeah, but I wanted it right here. Yeah, the same thing was accomplished. The thing got put down. You have to learn to let those things go. And this is something that I've really been struggling with. Because I want things done a certain way. But when you delegate it, you don't think the same as the person that you're talking to. As long as the thing gets accomplished, make sure that you have the right people around you to where you can delegate stuff to and give yourself more free time. Because once you do, you're going to see how much more you're able to do. Delegate the small stuff that you don't really need to be sweating.
Yeah, I can contest to that. Because I am a perfectionist at the things. So it's funny, my personality is I'm a perfectionist of the things that I think matter. So I'm OCD, but then unlike most OCD people, I have a switch. Zane's seen it because he gets very frustrated sometimes. If I don't think it's important or it can't gain me anything, I really don't sweat it. Like my grill was dirty yesterday and it ruined Zane's the whole day. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna clean it.
His clean had rust all over the place.
But either way, but if it's at work or a project or anything like to do with the podcast, I'm like 100% needs to be done perfect. And that's one thing I've had to learn this year at the office was now that I'm in a new role is delegating tasks, and I'm not good at it. But my leader or mentor, she's the one that she really pushed me to start delegating tasks, and she's like, you need to delegate this so you can start working on this and more strategic thinking and leading your team instead of So it's definitely something I've had to learn, and I'm getting better at it. But the only way you can do is if you build a team around you that you can trust and just be a bunch of rock stars.
What was something that you first had to delegate to someone else?
Oh, okay. I schedule all the trainings for about a year and a half or two. I scheduled them, planned them, went to all of them, and that was something I took a lot of pride in. Like I built out a whole calendar, and as I got my new role, I couldn't do all of that because it's just a bunch of busy work. It takes a lot to do because you have to make sure everybody's in the right room. The teams are all split up. And that was something I took a lot of pride in. It was hard for me to let go of it, because I know it's not important to everybody, so I just didn't want things to slip through the cracks.
Yeah, one of the first things that I had to learn that it's okay to let someone else take care of. So with the last company that I was with, I took care of everything. I talked to the homeowner, explained everything to the homeowner. I was there from point A to point Z.
Yeah.
Well, when I come to this one, I came to this company. There's other people that can call. There's other people that schedule the jobs, and they take care of it in a timely manner. But it's that short period to where you tell someone, hey, something's going to be done, and you're the face. Right? So if it's not done, who are they coming to? They're coming to you. And learning to be able to relax and say, okay, they got this. It's about trusting the people that I've surrounded myself around and the owners of who they've brought together as a team to be able to properly be confident in what I'm saying and it actually being done. That was one of the hardest things for me because I used to be, hey, it's going to be done at this time. Okay, I'll take care of it. Now I have so much more free time to be able to work on new customers, meeting new people.
Yeah.
I'm not having to worry about the back end stuff.
Now I can see where you're coming from there. And it's hard to transition out of somewhere you've been and you're comfortable and you know it's going to get done right. It's very hard.
Yeah.
But once you let go, you realize how much more you can get done. I'm way more productive now than I was when I tried to handle everything myself.
Yeah. The next point that we have is to learn how to say the simple word is 2 letters. No. What do you have?
This is not my strong suit. I practice it.
To me, the only practices this on me, guys. No one else.
I'm getting better at it, but for a while there, I hate letting people down. Or if I tell people no, I feel like I just feel like I'm letting them down. I don't like it. But I've learned now that having 3 kids and family and work and racing and podcast and everything else in my life that I've had to learn how to cope with the small things. For example, the Cowboys tailgate yesterday. Last year I would have felt awful not going.
Yeah.
I would have been like, oh, well, I need to show that I care about the team members. I care about being there with their families and representing milestones because my family needs to be there. And I used to take that hold of a bunch of pride to it. Like, I want them to know I care. I want to hang out with them. I need to be around them, be a good leader. And I finally just like, you know what? I do everything I can for them. 365 days out of the year. I'm sure it's okay if I go through this team outing.
Yeah.
So I've learned that I've been a lot less stressed by saying
Yeah, you said no to me yesterday going to the grocery store. So.
Yeah, then I got back from church and then Jets basketball. I forgot to tell you that Jet had his first basketball game. Well,
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I'll have a whole story about that. But yeah, I get back from everywhere. I've been home in 6 hours, and the Packers playing 35 minutes. I'm trying to get mentally focused. And Zane's like, let's go to the grocery store. I said, I know.
Yeah, we literally had nothing to cook.
I wasn't in charge of cooking, never will be in charge of cooking. It's my wife and you.
No,
Y'all came to the wrong person. I'm the fun person.
No, we're getting off topic.
I had the drinks.
We're getting off topic. I bought the drinks, but it's okay. Yes, they had the drinks.
Just say no.
Say no. So the easy word to say no. I feel like that's such the hardest word to say to family.
Yeah.
To
especially family.
To your bosses, the people in upper management say no, I can't handle this right now. And that's something that I was a people pleaser, and I feel like the older I grow, the more I realize, hey, this is the ultimate thing that I need to worry about at this point in my life is me and Kaylee. And if it's not gonna, go ahead.
I wasn't saying no.
Okay. If it is not going to benefit the person that I'm helping, or if it's not going to benefit me or Kaylee to actually be able to be better, I have to say no. I stretch myself too thin, and then I get stressed, and then I get a little headache in the back of my head. I know you felt it. Yeah, I'm sure you felt that before, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And learning to say no, yeah, it's relieved the stress tenfold. Being able to just say no. Like yesterday, or what was it, Saturday? My dad decided to pull the engine apart to my sister's car.
What?
I am not a mechanic.
Neither is he.
No. He said, Zach, can you help me with this? And I said, no. I'm not a mechanic. He worked on it for 6 hours and didn't get nothing done. Dad, if you're listening to this podcast, I'm sorry, I love you, but he got nothing done. All he did was tear it apart, and that was something that I probably could have spent. Me and him, when we work on stuff together, we're both hard-headed. Yeah. We're both stuck in our ways. It just never ends out good.
Yeah. That's probably the only person I never say no to is my dad. And it's just out of respect. I just know at the end of the day, he sacrificed, he's 62 now, so 40 years. Or not 40 years, I'm 28 years, pretty much bending over backwards for me, so I feel like, and Camry knows it, anytime he asks me to do something, I just tell her, hey, I'm going to help my dad. She understands that and respects it.
I'm pretty good about saying yes to my dad, but when it comes to being a mechanic,
well, I get that.
I'm not going to try and be the reason why my sister's going out.
My dad he just wouldn't ask me to do that. But basically, anyone else in my life, I'm learning how to tell them no. Yeah. Besides my wife.
Let's go ahead and move on to tip number 5. We've kind of already put snippets about it throughout this whole podcast right here. It's use technology wisely. That's such a tough mystery. I'm pretty bad at it.
Are you okay tonight?
I don't know, dude.
I know you don't drink often. Was that iron hitting you? How do I have
No, but make sure you use it wisely. I mean, there's different things that have come out where you can create spreadsheets. You can use your calendar. Use the notes on your phone.
Yeah.
Those are the wise things to use when it comes to technology. Scrolling through TikTok. Scrolling through Instagram, Twitter. That's just so time consuming that I bet if you were to go look on your phone right now and go see how much time you spend on TikTok, how much time you spend on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, you would realize, holy crap, I've used 5 hours, 4 hours of my day, 3 hours of my day, where you could have used that more wisely in something else to help you grow.
Yeah. If you're only thing you watching on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, it's something that you're learning from. If you're watching freaking girls twerk in the camera, you're not benefiting yourself. Put down your phone and go do something beneficial. To be completely honest.
Yeah.
One thing that I have taken on in 2020, probably halfway into 2023 is I have actually started using Chat GPT, and it's the greatest thing I've ever had in my life. Hear me now, AI is going to be the future in the business world, entrepreneurs, anything, marketing. It's going to take over, and a lot of people are probably going to lose their jobs because of it. I mean, I had Chat GPT writing me SEO codes for my Google marketing today. They create me logos. So Fiverr,
Yeah.
I paid tons of money for our logos on Fiverr, and ChatGPT pumps me one out today in 10 minutes.
That's insane.
And I paid $20 a month for it.
That's insane.
I highly suggest you start practicing using AI because there's different prompts you have to do. You have to say certain things that actually get the right results. But it'll push out spreadsheets, charts. I literally, every email that I type all my email up, I spit it in ChatGPT, it fixes it for me. Like it saves me hours in a day that I used to do constantly, like building schedule, building outlines. I just tell it what I want in the outline, this is the priorities, and it spits it out. Like it really has. I guarantee you it saves me at least 10 hours a week.
Yeah. That's insane.
No doubt. So if you're out there, I highly suggest you download some type of AI. ChatGPT is the best one out right now. It's free. If you want the plus version like I have, it's $20.
Yeah. Well, let's go over our tips that we've kind of given. 1, create a to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to do it. 2, prioritize tasks from most important to least important.
There's a laughing.
We need to also delegate tasks. Make sure that if there's someone else that can do it that's more than capable and it can get done the same way, make sure to just take it off.
Yeah.
4, say no. And 5, use technology wisely.
AI is the future. It's scary.
Yeah.
But it's great.
I agree. Well, that's all I have for today. Is there anything that you want to add?
No, all I really wanted to share is this Saturday we will be having our day in the life vlog made with our videographer. And I will also be going live a couple times in the day, some snippets, like behind the scenes stuff for our new episode.
You are going to see how much that we actually put into this. And it's funny to see how me and Justin sometimes argue in the middle of it. Because we're both the same way. We want it done the right way. He's like, I want it done this way.
Yeah, and saying like volunteer, like, hey man, I'll help you. I'm not good at asking for help. So
yeah,
we're good for each other.
Yeah, it'll be good.
But yeah, I'm excited about that. And the last thing I need y'all to do for us is pull out your phone as you're listening to this. Oh, pull out your phone while you're listening to this. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And go subscribe to us on YouTube. We actually went from 215 subscribers to 6,272 hours.
That's amazing. You know, we appreciate it so much. This is something that we hope that y'all can learn from us, and let us learn from y'all as well.
Yeah.
In the comments.
So keep subscribing. We appreciate it. I'm actually going to have a YouTube video made of me explaining what I did to gain 6,000 followers in 72 hours. All the tips and tricks to grow your own channel. If you want to start your own YouTube channel or podcast. And I'm also going to create a video on how to start up your own podcast. So tune in and be looking out for those 2 videos. I think they'll be very good and very educational videos.
Yeah.
But that's all I got. Like always, I appreciate y'all tuning in. And we will see y'all next time.
Peace.